Oh. I guess people think they're going to live forever through their offspring or reproduction or their Lord, their eternal God. Well, we'll see. Oh, yeah. Happy anniversary to the veterans of World War II and American citizens and voters who have, through many generations, enjoyed 80 years of peace since World War II, relatively speaking, except for proxy wars by the military, industrial, pharmaceutical, technological, media, state propaganda complex. But besides nice little proxy wars that, yeah, there's collateral damage, but the war machine profits, the military industrial complex Dwight D. Eisenhower warned about, is alive and well, because when one war starts, then another one begins. So you get endless wars. All right. The arms industry is doing fantastically. And the military, industrial, pharmaceutical, technological, deep state media complex is doing fantastically. Many dead, many still dying, many wounded. But the elites that run the system, well, they're doing just swimmingly as always. Better than ever. Let's give a round of applause for the military, industrial, pharmaceutical, deep state, technological, Silicon Valley media state propaganda complex. Congratulations on all those murders, and congratulations on constant war. You should get an award for that. But there's been no major conflict, major engulfing world war since World War II, thanks to those brave men and women at the beaches of Normandy. Normandy, France, those so long 8 decades ago. Now, the heroes probably wouldn't have sacrificed their lives. Well, yeah, they would have. They would have traded. You don't really want to be controlled by the Russians or the Nazis or the Chinese Communist Party. So it's better to die to stop them than worry about a military-industrial complex, which is bad. It's evil, but it's not as bad as some of those other regimes. Western civilization and the Americas don't put Jews in ovens, for instance. So, yeah. The Chinese Communist Party murders Muslim Uyghurs. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, freedom of religion. So our Muslims and Islamicists are just fine in the American experiment because that's a guaranteed freedom under the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Yeah, but well, the problem with the Biden-Harris administration and the Democrat Party in general is that they brought the American people and the Western civilization this much closer to thermonuclear destruction. So that is a major problem. But I don't see how they're going to get out of it. We'll see this sordid play out, but hopefully not at the cost of our lives, and definitely not at the cost of our freedoms and our liberties and Bill of Rights and constitutional rights and so forth. So I think the powerful, the elites and the wealthy that run the country believe that American citizens will willfully and cheerfully willfully and cheerfully give up their liberties and rights and constitutional Bill of Rights and constitutional freedoms for security during a crisis. I think that's what the federal government thinks. It's not entirely accurate, though. I don't think that's what the deep state and what the federal government and the Democrat Party believe, the uniparty state, is that American citizens, American voters will give up all their rights for security and safety, and during a major crisis like COVID-19, coronavirus, and so forth. So I think that's what they're betting on. Now, are American citizens really going to give up all their freedoms and liberties just for temporary security and safety? Maybe for a little while, but not forever in a totalitarian rule like the Chinese Communist Party or Vladimir Putin in Russia. So, no, maybe get spooked for a little while and then wake up like, oh, these people just want power. They're just trying to take away our rights and liberties. And then when American voters and citizens start waking up to the game, then they'll start to realize, hey, you know what? This motherfucker they're trying to rig this motherfucker, and it's not cool. And then American citizens and people in Western civilization in general will unite and try to take back our countries and our civilization in general from these wicked, evil, globalist elites. So, yeah. I'm not saying it'll be an easy road to liberty and freedom and true liberation, but it will be a satisfying one. Easy is not satisfying. Difficult challenges, but acceptable dues is a satisfying course. So, freedom was never free, and it's always been paid for in blood. There's really no way around that particular fact in history, in American history. How did I resist the system? I didn't take the COVID-19 vax shot, that Pfizer and Moderna, and they tried to tell you to get 3 of those bastards or whatever. I never took one. Yeah, I got COVID. It was nasty at the beginning of the year. How was it like? You get really high fever. Actually, what I noticed first was muscle aches and COVID-19 coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 from Wuhan, courtesy of the Chinese Communist Party, perhaps funded by the National Health Institute and American organizations, Dr. Anthony Fauci. But in any case, wherever it came from and whoever authorized or funded this monster called coronavirus, COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, severe acute respiratory virus 2, whoever funded and authorized this release, suspiciously about a year and a month before a major presidential re-election of Donald Trump. Yeah, like that doesn't ring any alarm bells. And then it's like they've been saving it up for the right time or something like that, you know? It's pretty scary. And so one thing I noticed is that I felt like shit. And I know that's not really heavily descriptive. I feel like shit. No, this kind of feeling like shit. This was like a massive, like almost like a massive headache, a high fever. And then you feel the muscle aches and you're like, man, I don't want to get up from this chair. And normally you'd like to get up from the chair. You like to do something. You'd like to go check the mail. You'd like to walk. You'd like to work. You'd like to sing. You'd like to dance. You'd like to play guitar. You'd like to do something, you know, go gardening, plant your garden, whatever. You like to go do something. Normally you like to do something, but this one you get heavy chills and muscle aches. I realized I got a present for Christmas. My gaming rug came in, and I think my rug really tied the room together, like the dude in the Big Lebowski. I think my gaming rug really ties my room together. But anyhow, but I noticed it was a struggle to get it up, but I got it up, got the rug up to my room, but I still felt like shit. And then you get high fever, and I was like, oh shit, I got COVID-19, right? And then you get high fever, you can't move, but you still got to piss and shit. So then you go and you have high fever and chills, and your muscles ache all throughout your body. Every single muscle, everything aches just horribly. And then you're sitting there on the shitter, and when you have this Chinese plague virus, and then your fever's going through the roof, barely maintained without dying or passing out, and then you're shitting. You got diarrhea out the ass, and you're just shitting and shitting and shitting and shitting, and then you got this high headache. You got this fucking muscle ache. Yeah, and it's like endless diarrhea. You're just sitting there on the toilet, just pooping and pooping and pooping. And it hurts. It's like painful diarrhea. It's like, they really engineered this bioterror virus really good. It was pretty effective. Man, it's knocked me out. And for days, you sleep and sleep and sleep and take medicine. For days, it might take a week or a week and a half, and you're just sitting there laying there, just miserable in the dark, and it's awful. And then finally, you test negative for it after about a week and a half or two. Finally, you get through it, but you realize you spent days in bed, like in the dark and fucking miserably. And you really, some days you try to fight it. You wake up and you kind of, wake up and you're like, man, I got to eat. Man, I got to have a water. Man, I got to. Sometimes you're like, man, I don't want to feel like this anymore. And you wake up in a big sweat. And you get up and you're like, yeah, I want to do something. And you realize, man, I can't do shit. And it's just a terrible feeling. But sometimes you might sleep for a day or so, and you'll wake up, you'll pop up and be like, man, I should be doing something, right? I should be doing. There's something I should be doing. And I think, anyways, it was fucking awful. So that's my SARS-CoV-2 COVID-19 coronavirus experience. Do I wish I took the shot? Answer is no. I never wish I took a COVID-19 or coronavirus shot. Fuck no. When the government and the pharmaceutical industry tells you to inject something in your body, remember the answer is always fuck you and fuck no. All right. So that's the answer for it. Inject this into your arm. Look, John Legend did it. Well, what is John a legend of? He called himself Legend. I noticed this about a lot of like African-American artists. They call themselves, like Billy the Best, John Legend, Queen Bee. But what is their songs? What is their greatness? What is their... So they can play piano or sing a song or something, but is it great? Is the guy John a legend? What's his real name? John Macarius or some shit. But anyways, it's like, oh yeah, Travis Kelce, he's got a hot blonde, Taylor Swift. Don't you want to be a winner and have a hot, sexy blonde too? Take this shot. You see the implication of the pharmaceutical commercials. They're like, you can only be a winner if you inject this in your arm. It's like, no, I don't think so. So if you just inject this in your arm, you'll get pretty girls and you'll become a multi-million-dollar musician or football player. It's just bullshit. But that's how they advertise it, Inject this in your body and all your dreams will come true. Yeah, fucked up. But that's what they did. I never took the COVID-19 coronavirus SARS-CoV-2 shot, and guess what? I never will in the entire rest of my fucking existence, in my entire rest of my life. Hey, I love you, Mama. What? Oh, yeah. I love you, Mom. You're the greatest. Thanks for all that hard work you did today. I love it. I'm going to put in the rest of the hard work this week. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I use my greatest strength. Yes, Mom. Stuff.
Very strong.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I love you, Mom. Okay.
Do not get it in your mind to move that hero cabinet without.
No. I don't want to make you all angry and break it.
Well, Jim knows just as well as you know it'll make me mad.
Yeah, it'll make you mad. And that's no, I don't want that. Hell hath no fury like a woman disobeyed.
Do what?
Hell hath no fury like a woman disobeyed. No, I'm just joking around, Mom.
No, we will do it together.
Yeah, right. I realize I can't do it myself. Yeah, it's just too damn big.
I am very grateful that you did the patio paint and the chair. Well, I know the chair, so that was one wonderful plan. But between the chairs and everything, and I'm grateful for that. And the rest of the stuff will be together. Well, sure, okay. Okay. But, I'm gonna start, when I get some plastic cups going on, I'm gonna I mean, there could be lines, but with the 40 cup is probably not.
Okay.
But,
Yeah, we'll do that.
but there's a lot of stuff go up in the attic. And I know that I can climb up there and then you can hand it.
Yeah.
Bring it all here
Okay.
and you can hand it to
Yeah,
me.
we get organized. We'll do it.
Yeah.
All right, love you. Down. Got the ice cold beer. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Ice cold tea. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Ooh. Ice cold tea. Ice. What? Ding. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. 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 Yeah. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Living in Texas, yeah. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Yeah. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Yeah. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Yeah. Yeah. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Oh, I didn't put my Coca-Cola for the chilling. You like that vaporwave, Don? Yeah. 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 What's up? Yo.
I was gonna ask,
Yeah. What's going on?
is there any way
Yeah.
that you can play just one song for me right now?
What? Which one is it?
Aerosmith, No More, No More.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let me.
I mean, just real quick,
Yeah. Sure.
and then I'll leave you alone.
Okay. No problem.
Well,
You want to hear the No More, No More?
yeah. Hold on.
Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. No one wants to hear ice cold tea, ice cold beer? Okay. What they want to hear? Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer. Dang, 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 dang. Ice cold tea. Ice cold beer.
If you wouldn't mind. And then I
Yeah,
probably
don't mind.
do.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, so is this the? Let's go back to the playlist